We have our UFC 325 predictions, and I'm going to be real with you. 325 is just as stacked, if not more stacked, than 324. Like, Volkanovski and Lopez are going to show up as much as Justin the Highlight Gaethje and Patty the Batty Pimblett is. We went, I'll say it was ring rust, 7-4 on our first event of the year. And I told y'all Justin the Highlight Gaethje was going to go out there and absolutely brutalize Patty the Batty Pimblett. And I will say I was wrong. Scousers don't get knocked out. That man's chin was absolutely insane, but 325 is absolutely just as stacked as 324 was. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do our predictions from the early prelims to the prelims, all the way to our main event of the evening. If you love watching UFC, if you love organized violence in the octagon, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our daily sports content, and drop your predictions for the main event down in the comments. We are starting off, and by the way, y'all know I can't pronounce names as is. Look at all these names we're about to have to pronounce on the early prelims, and a lot of the early prelims, if not all of the early prelims, are guys making their UFC debut, starting with, do y'all see this? Aaron Tau is winning this fight. Do y'all see the tattoo on this man's face? I don't even want to look at the tail of the tape. We're going to look at it just to, all right. Namsari NB, we're going to call him NB, and Aaron Tau, who has a thankfully easier name. What is his, oh my Lord, look at that nickname. Oh, and then we have the Steppy Warrior. 9-1, 5-0 in his last 5. He is coming from, what organization? WKG. I mean, he's fought for a few different organizations, road to the UFC. You have Aaron Tau, road to the, these are guys I guess are fighting on the championship tournament for road to the UFC. We're going Aaron Tau. This dude's tattoo, this is a dog. I want y'all to remember this name and keep up with this fight. Aaron Tau is an absolute dog from New Zealand. I do like to see Namsari in here representing Mongolia. That's a W. Yeah, we're going Aaron Tau on that one. Next, y'all ready for this? I'm going to try to pronounce this name. No one laugh! I'm going to try to pronounce this name, and if you laugh, something's wrong with you. Sulengrongbo. Sulengrongbo against Lawrence Louis. I almost want to pick Sulengrongbo because if you have just one long name, you have to be a dog. Sumadaraji. You have to be a dog. I'm rocking with him. We're gonna look at the tail of the tape, but that's who I'm rocking with. To be honest, 5-0 in his last 5. Not surprised, let me guess, road to the UFC. So there's that. Fought for several different organizations, road to the UFC. So this is the tournament championship for road to the UFC. Sulengrongbo winning this fight. Lock me in. I don't have to see film. I can look at the name and just know this guy is an absolute dog. On to Sebastian Silele. What is wrong? Like, why do we have 7 syllables in our name? Kichiro Nakamura. Ooh, I might have killed it with that one. I might have cooked with that one, boys. I think I pronounced that one right. Sebastian and Kichiro. Let's look at the tail of the tape. Road to the UFC. Road to the I'm assuming that says road to the UFC. It's in all white, so I can't see it. Both guys 5-0 in their last 5 fights. 120. Sebastian is the favorite. Let's see what they're winning by. Knockout, decision, decision warrior, decision, KO, decision, KO. Australia and Japan. 27 years old to 31 years old. Nakamura wants it more. I can see it in those eyes. Nakamura wants it more. Lock me in. Dom Mar Fawn against Sang Uk Kim. This guy's got to be from South Korea. I'm different. I'm just different. I'm just like that. Y'all better lock in with me because I'm telling y'all right now, I am like that. Another debut for both of these fighters. Dom Mar Pham has an L in his last 5. So does Sang Uk Kim. Lost a decision, lost a rear naked choke. Ooh, win by ground and pound. Win by elbows from crucifix. Give me Sang-Woo Kim. He looks like he's going to take it to the ground. He's going to batter you, brutalize you, and beat you up however you want. And Don Marfon has been choked out within a year. So we're going to go Sang-Woo Kim. Con Awfully, we are into territory of fighters I do know, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. We made it through the grueler of 2, 4, 6, 8 UFC debuts. Con Awfully and Yizha. Oh my gosh, I love Con Awfully. Don't get me twisted. Am I going to? This dude's name is Yizha. One word, one name, no first name, no last name. That's it. Where are we going to say he's from? I'm going to say China. I'm like that, chat. He does have an L in his last 5. So does Con Awfully. Con Awfully, if y'all don't remember, he fought in, good Lord, what's it called? Ultimate Fighter, I believe. What's your loss by decision? Lost by knockout, lost by decision. 210 favorite, 160 underdog. 32 years old, 29 years old. I'm going with Con Awfully. Hear me out. Oh, this dude's been in the UFC, though. Lost the decision, win by knockout. I'm going Con Awfully, and hear me out. I like the motor. I like the pace he fights at. I've seen him fight before. I remember his name. Yizha, I'm breaking the rule. I get it's one word. It might come back and bite me. It's one name. It might come back and bite me in my absolute ass. Come fight night, I'm going Con Awfully. I know he's a dog. We have Jonathan McAuliffe and Oban Elliott. I do remember Oban Elliott, sort of, kind of, lost his last fight by decision. Melcalf is on, he just came from Contender Series a year ago, won his first official UFC fight. Wales, that's interesting. Oban Elliott, Jonathan Melcalf. I'm going Oban Elliott, lock me in. Who's the favorite? Man, we're gonna go with the favorite on this one. I'm try not to get, I'm gonna go underdogs when I'm feeling it, but I'm not confident enough in Oban Elliott to just straight lock him in as an underdog. It is probably fight night. Gonna be a pick'em. Ooh, this dude has 77-inch reach. Oh my Lord, we're going Jonathan. Lock me in on Jonathan. We have Jacob Malkoun and Torres Finney. Is Torres Finney the dude that's like, he looks like this? Is this Torres Finney, chat? Is that this guy? Oh my God, it hurts standing like this. He just got the big ass cobras on his shoulders. He's just hoisting 2 cobras over his neck like this. The dude that's like going out there and just grappling everyone. Is that who Torres Finney is? Win by split decision. Yes, it is, because I remember him beating Robert Valentine. Win by knockout, win by decision, win by knockout, rear naked choke. This guy has lost to disqualification, illegal elbow to back of the head to Cody Brundage 2 years ago. This dude hasn't fought in almost 2 years. Beat Andre. I mean, come on, bro. Torres Finney running through this dude. I'm gonna be real with y'all. My boy Torres Finney, America, baby, running through this Australian. We got Cam Ralston and Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage is a good wrestler, but dear Lord have mercy. This dude is 5-0. What are you, brother? You're a 330 favorite. Punches and elbows from top position, punches and elbows and knees, unanimous decision, rear naked choke, calf slicer. It sounds like Cam Ralston has the ability to go out there and absolutely box your head off or take you to the ground and finish you. Now, Cody Brundage, I don't know if his fight game has got a lot better. He has 1 win in the last almost 2 years. Lost to Bo Nickel, granted, took him further than anyone thought he could. No contest. Majority decision. Is that a win? What is that? Draw? Lord have mercy. Knockout. So, Julian Marquez, I mean, he did knock out Julian Marquez. Could be interesting. I'm still honestly going to rock with Cam Ralston on this one. 5-0 in his last 5. Granted, only one of those is in the UFC, but punches elbows from the top position. That sounds disgusting. I think he's going to go out there and beat Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage. Next, we have Junior Taffa taking on Billy Ellikin. I want to see Junior Taffa back in the win column so bad watching. Okay, yeah. Arm triangle loss to Tuco Tucos. Beat Sean Sharoff. Lost to Walter Walker. Lost to Marcius. I'm going to be real. I feel like Junior Taffa, really one of those stepping stone guys. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat the guys like Walter Walker. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat the guys like Rodrigo de Lima. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat the guys like Tuco Tucos. I think he might be able to beat a guy like Billy Ellikin. Billy Ellikin, win by... Didn't you get choked out? Win by rear naked choke, unanimous, guillotine, lost to a guillotine, knockout, split decision. This is what, almost 50-50, right? Billy is a 220 favorite. Junior Taffa, I feel like, when was his last fight? Did he take some time off? He's been off about 6 months. Had some time to go in there, reevaluate his game, figure out how he wants to come out. I'm going with Billy Ellikin to win this fight. Next, we have Quillen Silicon and Jamie Malarkey. Aren't both these guys coming off knockout wins? Unanimous decision, head kick knockout to Nasrat Haqparast. That is a big win. Nasrat Haqparast, I think, was on a kind of a streak, right? He was streaking. This guy looks like he can get it done in all forms of the game. And then you have Jamie Malarkey, who is one of the bigger, names in the UFC, but really hasn't lived up to it. Decision win, knocked out. Give me Quillen Silicon, because I know he has that. Quillen has that ability to go out there and absolutely put you to sleep. 26 years old, fighting in Australia, from Perth, 850 favorite. Lock me in. 850 favorite? I didn't even see that at first. We have Tai Tuivasa and Taliesin Teixeira. I'm assuming Tai Tuivasa is 0-5 in his last 5, right? I can't remember if he got a win under his belt. 0-5 in your last 5, brother. That means you are a dog. The fact the UFC is keeping you around. Tai Tuivasa, if you go out here and lose to Taliesin Teixeira, who, I'm not gonna lie, 300 favorite, is an absolute dog, Tai Tuivasa might be out of the UFC. I want to see one last shoey from Tai Tuivasa so bad that I'm going to pick him to win this fight. And don't get it twisted. This is a pick from the heart, because Taliesin Teixeira, his last loss was a knockout loss to Derek Lewis. Everyone has been knocked out by Derek Lewis. So I'm going to keep it real with you. Elbows and knees win, straight right. I mean, this dude goes out there and knocks people out. This is going to be similar to what we saw in Waldo Cortez Acosta and Derek Lewis. I think Tai Tuivasa probably loses this. I'm not falling for it. Like, I want to see Tai Tuivasa win. I'm going with Taliesin Teixeira. I have to do it. Next, we have Rafael Fiziev and Mauricio Rufy. Heartburn, my bad. Getting old. It is what it is. Fiziev coming off a loss to Justin Gaethje. Mauricio Rufy coming off a win. I know he lost. I want to say he's coming off a win. He's coming off his loss. Rear naked choke to Benoit Saint Denis. And Rafael Fiziev, if I was going to say a guy close to Benoit Saint Denis, it is going to be Rafael Fiziev. My problem is he's just was his last fight? No, his last fight is a win over Ignacio Baja Mendez. Same type of fighter as Mauricio Rufy. Mauricio Rufy has the dynamite in his hands to put you out. Came back, lost to Justin Gaethje, knockout from, I think, and I get he's not a fighting nerd anymore. The guys from that group are kind of getting back in their groove. We just saw Gene Silva come out with a win. Now, no, he's not a fighting nerd anymore. I know Mauricio Rufy has moved on to different things, training with different people now. I think he's going to go out here and win this fight. And next, we have our co-main event of the evening. We have Dan, the Hangman Hooker, taking on Benoit, the God of War, Saint Denis. Both of these guys possess unreal power in their hands, and both of these guys are very well-rounded. You have Dan the Hangman Hooker coming off a loss to Arman Saryukin, one of the guys who was about to go on and fight for a title in the division, taking on Benoit Saint Denis, a guy who was on a little skid. He lost to Dustin the Diamond. I think he lost to Charles Oliveira. He lost to Renato Moicano. Went on to beat Kyle Prelock. Wasn't convinced that he was going to keep it going. He went on to submit Mauricio Rufy, and from that, he went on to knock out Benel Dariush. He is on a streak again. He is back in the good graces in the UFC. A win over Dan, the Hangman Hooker, could propel Benoit Saint Denis into the top ranks of the UFC lightweight division. But Dan, the Hangman Hooker, a guy you're going to have to put away to get up there. Does Benoit Saint Denis possess the skills that can put away Dan Hooker? Again, is he going to get baited in like he did against Dustin the Diamond Poirier to go to war in the pocket with Dan Hooker? I think Benoit Saint Denis is going to fall short again, and I'm rocking Dan the Hangman Hooker with the win to keep his hopes at the top of the UFC 155 division alive. And last but not least, our main event of the evening, we have the reigning, defending UFC featherweight champion Alexander the Great Volkanovski taking on his challenger, a man that has been there and done that, coming off a win against Gene Silva, a brutalizing spinning back elbow win. Last time these guys met, you could arguably say Diego Lopez looked like he was scared to pull the trigger against Alexander the Great Volkanovski, who played that fight perfectly, stayed on the outside, kept it range, kind of point fighting, getting the big shots in when he could. I think that Diego Lopez is going to take the torch that Alexander Volkanovski is passing to him. I think this will be the last fight we see of Alexander Volkanovski. I would assume if Volk wins or loses, we are going to see him retire in Australia, in his homeland. That's just personally what I think. I think Diego Lopez is going out here winning this fight. I think he's not going to be scared to let it go this time. I think it's going to be all hands on deck. He's letting the hands fly. Now, I don't know if he possesses the power to go out there and knock out Volkanovski. I think he possesses what it takes to walk Volkanovski down and keep, if Volkanovski wants to stay on the outside, he can stay on the outside. I think Diego Lopez is going to go blow for blow with Volkanovski. I don't think Volk can knock him out. I think that he's going to go out there and go blow for blow, and he's going to come out victorious, starting a new era in the featherweight division, the era of Diego Lopez. Ladies and gentlemen, those are our UFC 325 picks, predictions, and upsets. If you have a different, prediction for any of these fights, if you think I'm wrong about the main event, let us know down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.